Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Alex Rodriguez, President of the Chron Organization and Zen Home Services. We're going to be getting started here in about probably less than 1 minute here. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. If you cannot see my screen, be sure to follow the instructions that were given to you, and that way you can keep up with all of the various screenshots and PowerPoint presentation that we have for you here. Give us about 1 more minute and we'll be getting started. Also, one more thing, shareholders, you can submit your questions on the chat feature or on the go-to webinar feature. There's a place for you to send us questions, and if you start getting those to us, we'll try to field them and be ready to answer those for you either during the presentation or towards the end. So feel free to send questions on the chat feature that GoToWebinar provides. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I definitely want to thank everyone for joining us. Powerful month for us. Very excited about where we're at. Before I go any further, I'm going to turn it over to my partner and our chairman, Mr. Byron Young. I think he's got a few words that he may want to share with us. Byron, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here, Alex. Thank you. I'd just like to welcome everyone to the call. We have chosen this format to be the most appropriate format to communicate with all of our shareholders. We want to have this call on a regular basis due to the rapid developments with the company. So we want to welcome everyone here. And Alex, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, sir. And good to hear your voice. Thank you, everyone. Doug is our Chief Compliance Officer. Doug, are you with us?
Yes, I am. And I'd also like to thank everybody for being on the call.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Doug. Mr. Chris Garcia, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Good, beautiful. So for those that don't know, Mr. Chris Garcia, managing partner of a consulting accounting firm called Bostech Consulting, and his firm essentially provides a virtual CFO service for us and help us close out our books and manage our books accordingly. They've got a ton of both public and private experience. Also, for those that don't know, Mr. Doug McKinnon is our Chief Compliance Officer, 30 years of real experience in dealing with public companies of all sizes. So we're very honored and grateful that we have him on our team. So with no further ado, this is a powerful call. And again, very excited about it. We're going to share a lot of good information today, but before I do that, let me get into the disclaimer and forward-looking statements, and I'm going to read this out loud for clarity's sake. The document may contain forward-looking statements. The words believe, expect, should, intend, estimate, projects, variations of such words and similar expressions identify forward-looking statements, but their absence does not mean that a statement is not forward-looking. It's not a forward-looking statement. These forward-looking statements are based upon the company's current expectations and are subject to risk, uncertainties, and assumptions. So that's our forward-looking statement. We've got a disclaimer here as well. The company undertakes no obligation to update any forward-looking statements, whether as a result of new information, future events, or otherwise. Among the important factors that could cause actual results to differ significantly from those expressed or implied by such forward-looking statements are risks that are detailed in the company's filings, which are on file at www.otcmarkets.com. Folks, one of the things that we strive to do, and we said we were going to do this from the very beginning, is to be as transparent as possible. We want to be transparent. What you see is what you get. Obviously, there's some things that are related to either intellectual property or things that are a competitive advantage to us. And when we're given those circumstances, we'll manage that accordingly, and of course, always in the best interest of the company. Anyways, I'm excited about this call. This is our second conference call. I'm going to try to get through it very quickly, but there is a lot of information. On the first call, we kind of just set the tone for everybody. On this call, we have some actual updates and some really good information to give everyone. specifically, as everyone knows, our long-awaited launch that we've been working on for a good part of the year is finally here, and we're very excited to share that with you. So this is divided into three parts. The first part, we're going to just give you a general company introduction and an overview. There's a lot of new shareholders on the call, so we'll be real quick there. Number two, we're going to give you an overview on Zen Technologies and talk about our company that is now momentarily about to be up and running. And then number three, talk about the marketing plans and distribution channels as it pertains to our home services products and services. So with no further ado, let me get started on this. You may have noticed that we have new boilerplate language for the Chron Organization. If you remember, the boilerplate language for the Chron Organization consisted of home services. A lot of you already know this because we talked about it on the last conference call, but I'm going to talk about it again, and Byron, you might want to add something to this. But the idea behind myself and Byron's desire to get into the OTC market and to take over this company was to begin a company that could be an incubator and provide advisory services to other companies. So obviously the purpose was to develop a portfolio of highly successful wholly owned businesses. Zen Home Services, which used to be known as Chron Home Services, is our very, very first project, our first baby, if you will, as part of the portfolio. So the long-term plan is that we want to become a company that has a portfolio of different entities. However, I don't want anyone to get concerned that we're losing focus. This has been our desire from the very beginning. Now that Zen Home Services is public information, we decided that today is probably the right time to go ahead and start differentiating between the two companies. If you look at chronorganization.com, which is the parent website, you will notice that we talk about this on some of the company updates, and we even hint at it in some of the press releases. Byron, do you want to add anything to this?
No, Alex, I think you expressed it well. The purpose is to have a public holding company that can develop wholly owned subsidiary companies with the intent one day of potentially spinning them off. By being public, it allows us to access capital from a variety of additional sources versus being private, plus people can buy into the platform by being a shareholder. So that's the idea behind the organization of the company.
Thank you. And again, just to reiterate, our focus today and for the next 3 years is home services, and that'll determine how successful we are building a portfolio of businesses. So real quick, corporate structure, Zen Technologies, which is formerly Chron Home Services. Zen Technologies is a wholly owned of the Chron Organization, and this is just building right up on the boilerplate language that we just talked about as far as the purpose for the Chron Organization. We also have another wholly owned subsidiary, which is Zen Energy, and collectively these are going to be known as Zen Home Services. So all of this used to be Chron Home Services. Believe it or not, we've had a number of issues on the name Chron. Byron came up with the name for Chron Organization, which is the foundation or which comes from the Greek word chronos, which means time or chronological time. There's a great story behind that name. I thought it was a brilliant name. But when we start getting into consumer markets, we have a lot of people that don't pronounce it Chron, they pronounce it Crohn's, as in Crohn's disease. And we noticed that even after we would correct people, they would continue to call it Crohn's. So we just said, you know what, we're gonna go get a million houses. We got to come up with a different name, and we came up with Zen Home Services. So collectively, these are known as Zen Home Services. We like utilizing Zen Technologies because we don't want to be classified as an alarm company. We don't want to be classified as an energy company, even though those are things that we do well, and we have people that do that very well. Where we're going is we want to be classified as a technology company, and we want to be the leading provider of smart home products and services. So today, and as of the past few weeks, we finally made that public, and the name Zen Technologies is how we're going to do it. So let me go back here and let's give you guys just a quick trip down memory lane here. I won't take too much time. For those new shareholders, myself and Mr. Byron Young are the board of directors. We represent the executive level management or the executive board of the company. And we took over approximately early December of 2015. So between December and May, we refer to this period as our corporate cleanup period. Over this time period, we obviously assumed control. We updated all of the corporate books, new bylaws, new articles. They had to be modernized, and we had to create a corporate infrastructure that could accommodate our growth and our capital needs. We also identified a critical needs team, and we brought in people like Chris Garcia and Mr. Doug McKinnon. We also brought in new lawyers, new accounting firms, new advisors. During this time frame, we also settled debts, disputes, and lawsuits that were in effect. There was a lot of hangover or carryover from the previous management teams. And we spent the first 5 months doing the best that we could to clean it up. We did announce on one of our last calls that we were complete or just about completed with that process. And once we felt that we had a good handle on that, it's when we began to build the infrastructure. So we began to build the infrastructure of the home services operating platform. We started that about April timeframe. And we're now about 95, 98% complete. As you guys know, we have customers testing the system, and we're going live here. I'll get to that here towards the end of the discussion. But that's about the time frame that we started. So I think we've done a lot in a short amount of time. I know for a lot of you previous shareholders that have been here since, way back 2, 3, 4 years ago, it might feel like a lifetime. But I'm proud of what we've done. We've accomplished a lot in a very short amount of time. One of the other monumental things that I'm very excited about, and Byron is excited about, is we began the audit of 2014 and 2015. So that is now underway. We've commissioned the audit. The target completion date is September 1st. I'm hopeful that we might be complete with that even sooner than that. But this is a huge, huge, huge item for us. This is the major step towards legitimizing our company, maturing our company, and allowing us to move from the pink sheets up to the QB. Like we said from the very beginning, we want to be a fully reporting company, and we've got big goals, and we think that we need to be on a different board. So we're excited about this. This is a huge step, and a great monumental step for us. Byron or Doug, do you guys want to add anything to that?
No, other than the importance of this, I mean, this is the first step in achieving one of our goals, and that's to uplist to a major exchange. Currently, the company is reporting using the alternate OTC market standards. With the completion of the audits and moving forward, then we'll be fully compliant. We'll be fully reporting, able to move up to the QB, and then move up to a bigger exchange as soon as possible. One big step.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So Byron or Chris, you guys want to add anything?
Yeah,
I can add that. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to say I think Doug covered it from an audit perspective. That we'll be able to take that step to a larger board.
Yeah, and it also opens up the universe, a larger universe for capital as well.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for sharing. And again, just want to share with everyone how excited we are about that. Again, that's a very, very big step for this company. Some of the things that you may have noticed is we've changed some vendors, specifically on the investor relations side, and we did that on June 1st forward. There was a lot of, and I hear this from shareholders all the time. A lot of shareholders that have been a part of this company for 2 or 3 years have a lot of grievances about the old management team or some of the old vendors. I don't want to, we're not going to issue a comment or commentary on any of that other than to say we're the new guys and some of the vendors we inherited. But from June 1st forward, we decided to part ways with our investor relations vendors. So you'll see that change. Right now we're doing a lot of it in-house. And we're also courting and engaging with new vendors. I'm going to talk about that here, I think, on the next slide, so I won't take too much time there. We also began marketing plans with HQ Creative. I don't know if everyone on the call has seen our customer testimonial videos. We're calling these My Zen Story. So right now there's one video uploaded. We've got another video from another customer that's going live, I think about 1 or 2 o'clock today. There'll be another video added. I know this week we're wrapping up and filming some more. By the end of the year, we should have about 20 different customer testimonial videos. And all of these are very important for our internet marketing platform and getting customers online. But all of this work was done by HQ Creative. If you have not seen the work, please go to zenhomeservices.com, www.zenhomeservices.com, and you can look at the latest marketing and video work that we've done. I think it's fantastic. I'm very excited about it. I think HQ Creative, which is our marketing agency out of New York City, has done a phenomenal job, and we're very, very grateful to have them. Other thing, we're up to 10 full-time team members today, so that's a big step for us. And, we're growing. So we'll be adding more and more team members as we go into the year. As we start adding customers and the company starts growing, you'll see a lot more growth begin to happen. But, this gives you an idea as to where we are internally, so to speak. And then we've got the building of our energy services platform. So the company consists of 2 operating platforms. One of them is the home services platform, and the other one is going to be the energy services platform. So the energy services platform is also being worked on. That's something that's coming at a later date, but very excited to talk about that and to share those things with you and how it's going to be a part of our company where we're going long term. So some of the challenges that we've had, again, for the sake of clarity, we get a lot of questions from shareholders that want to know about previous board members and previous managers. Are they still part of the company? Just for the sake of clarity, so that everybody knows, there's only 2 members of the Chron board, and that's Byron Young and myself. None of the previous executives, managers, or board members have any involvement in Chron's management or in decision making. So again, just to be clear, this is a new start. We are the new guys, December forward, and the old regime has no management stake or decision-making authority, no board or advisory board roles or anything like that. And again, just because we get a lot of shareholders asking, we wanted to take this opportunity and just go on record and stating that fact. Again, going back to investor relations, this is a challenge that we've had. We made the decision to remove legacy vendors associated with investor relations, and today we're conducting as much as possible in-house, but we are engaging and we are negotiating with new vendors right now as well. So I know a lot of you shareholders have been around a long time and you've got some good contacts. If you can make any referrals, please feel free to make them. We are looking for vendors that we believe can best represent our company, our services, and our products. So please feel free to make those referrals to us. And we've also stopped doing road shows. You may have seen we were doing road shows with ClubScore and other groups like that. We're no longer doing any of that. We've completely started over, and we're building a new foundation on the investor relations side. Okay, number 3, this is an operating challenge that we have right now. Requirements to enter into the energy space is $1.5 million. That doesn't include the general, administrative, or technical items. A lot of those technical and G&A items we're already paying for, and we've already started to build. But we are going to be raising or looking for a way to get into the energy industry, and that's going to be a $1.5 billion requirement. Right now, we're looking at just going in it organically and finding the right strategy to raise this money, or we're also looking at acquisitions as well. So just want to make you aware this is part of the challenge or part of the barriers in terms of getting into the industry. As many of you know, I've been in the energy industry for 15 years now, so it's not anything that we've not done. It's just trying to find a way to make it happen within the Chron Organization and within the company's means. So that's one of the operating challenges that we have. And then the final one that I wanted to share with you guys is, if you guys remember about 5 months ago, we had some hiccups. We thought that it was going to be pretty easy to acquire some small alarm companies just for the sake of licensing. After talking to about 4 of them, we realized that it was very, very difficult. Not because of the size or anything like that. It just so happened that these small players are simply not ready to be acquired. So that was a challenge that we had early on. I know there were some questions about why it was taking so long, but you know, there was an upside. We did find a strategy that we thought might be helpful to us in the future, and that was a franchising opportunity where we can reach out to small mom-and-pop installation companies and small mom-and-pop alarm companies and give them the power of a franchise. So that's something that we might be developing and rolling out in the future. But again, just in the spirit of transparency, this was an operational challenge that we had a few months ago. Okay, overview on Zen Technologies. This is the boilerplate language for Zen Technologies. You can see it there, a wholly owned subsidiary of the Chron Organization, 21st Century Home Services Company. I'm going to take just a minute here to talk about that. I talked about it. I'm going to talk about it again later, but when we say 21st Century Home Services Company or 21st Century Utility Company, I had a shareholder talk to me about how are we a utility company. Folks, if you listen to what we're saying and if you take the entire scope of what we said, we believe that the way energy is being purchased and produced over the next 20, 30 years is going to be completely different. And if you talk to any industry expert, you have microgrid technologies, you have energy efficiency, you have all types of programs that have never been advocated before, new policies that have never been enforced before, and we want to be a part of that. We definitely are all about the home automation, but we're also about energy efficiency. So in the middle of that, we also believe that people's buying decisions are changing. They're no longer going to be looking, or people are going to be looking to making more responsible buying decisions in the future than what they have in the past. So 21st Century Home Services Company is a forward-looking statement. It's a futuristic statement, and it's something that we believe we're going to lead the charge in terms of getting there. And we've had great reception from the customers that are in our target demographic for that. Okay, so as previously stated, Zen Technologies consists of 2 operating platforms. The first one is what we call the Home Services Platform. That's operating platform 1, and that's about probably 95% complete right now. As you know, we already have customers that are testing. We've identified a soft go live date as August 1st, 2016. So as soon as we confirm that up, we'll issue a formal press release. But as of right now, consider that the soft go live date. And what we mean by that is we're going to go live and start unleashing some of our channels or start deploying some of our marketing channels in acquiring customers in the traditional sense. If you guys remember from the previous call that we did, our goal is that we're in, or what we're calling this phase of our business between now and the end of the year is the incubation phase. So everything that we're doing is we're testing. We're not taking the brakes off anything, but we want to go live on 8/1, and we want to start putting customers on. We want to go through billing cycles. Once we're comfortable with everything, then we're really going to start getting aggressive on the marketing side. So the business goal is to be at 2,500 customers by the end of the year. And by the end of 2017, we want to have 100,000 customers. So we want to grow it. We want to grow it slowly, organically. We want to test everything once we go live here in a couple of weeks. And then once we feel that everything's comfortable, which I think is going to be at the end of this year, at the beginning of 2017, then we're going to get really, really aggressive. And our goal at that time would be 100,000 customers in 2017. So this is operating platform 1. We've also talked about the energy services side of the business. So on the energy services side, we got the efficiency, and then of course we have retail energy services. This platform is about 25% complete right now. I'm incredibly excited. We don't talk about it that much because we just want to wait and get through this phase that we're in right now. But once we start unleashing and talking more about this over the next 6 months, you'll see how powerful this is and how different it's going to make us in the marketplace. Our target is to go live in the first quarter of 2017. And our business goal is going to be 50,000 customers in 2017. So the collective goal is to have 150,000 customers by the end of 2017. Immediately this year, we want to have a minimum of 2,500 customers to be on the alarm and automation platform. So those are the goals right there. That's the platforms that we've been referring to. Once it's all complete, it's all one platform that's tied together through obviously business intelligence tools and CRM tools. But this is what we've built. This is what we're building. These are the immediate goals: 2,500 customers by the end of this year. That's the minimum. If we're going to, obviously we're shooting to be above that, but that is the minimum expectation between now and the end of the year. So what happens is once these platforms are complete, the internet interface sits on top of that, and that's where all of the customer ordering, customer qualification, quality control happens. And the internet website, it's really much more than a website. It's very, very dynamic. It's highly, highly integrated, and it's a big part of what we're doing. So when we say going live on 8/1, a big part of that go live date is having the internet interface completed. And customers will be able to enroll directly for any services via the Zen corporate website or by calling into the call center. Distribution channels, we're talking to a myriad of distribution channels that will have their own landing pages to submit customers and referrals. And then, of course, we're also ready for commercial customers as well. Just pausing to let people look at that slide there. And so let's talk about the ideology. We've talked about energy efficiency, alarm and protection, automation and lifestyle. Folks, the bottom line for Zen is we believe that over the next 10 years, these three aspects will converge into a single offering. They're already beginning to happen. You already have people talking about these items being more affordable. If you think about it, automation systems have cost upwards of $100,000 to $150,000. What Zen is doing is the Zen mission is to make home automation, to make the smart home technology available for the masses. That's what we're doing. And when you see our price points and you see how we're doing it, it's going to all make sense to you. We also believe that over the next 20 years, water will also be a part of what we're doing. We're already looking at smart water systems that we can add to our product offering over the next 12 months. Again, this is just the beginning. What you see today is going to be completely different a year from now, but this is the ideology behind everything. And again, our model is to be the 21st century utility company, and we're laying down that foundation today. Okay, so let's look at the product lines. Right now on operating platform 1, Zen's product lines are divided into 2 categories. That's going to be wireless systems and hardwired systems. Right now, there's a lot of debate in the industry over whether or not wireless systems are going to be the future. A lot of experts believe that wireless systems will take over and become the dominant choice. In the past, hardwired has been kind of known as the more stable system because wireless systems in the past have depended on internet connectivity. Today, those wireless technologies have come a long way, and they now have built-in cellular chips and technology that's no longer built on requiring an internet connection in the home. So they've changed a lot, and I believe that wireless technologies are going to get even better than what they are today. But definitely, we believe that it's also the future, but we work with both technologies. And depending on the distribution channel, also determines whether or not you should use a wireless or hardwired system. Our systems encompass, in general, door and window sensors, glass break sensors, image sensors, various panel options, video capabilities, all sorts of video capabilities. And then what we do on the automation side, and again, is remember, we're taking this and we're making it available to the masses. And what we start with is we want to automate lights, locks, and thermostats. We believe that lights, locks, and thermostats is the foundation for automation, and that's what we're focusing on. So our packages right now, our base packages, talk about automating the lights, locks, and thermostats. Now, when you go through the website, customers can order anything a la carte, but what we've done is we've put together these different packages to help people at least accomplish this base level of automation. And I'll be honest with you, we're having a phenomenal reception in terms of what the technology can do. So again, very, very excited about it. I think we made the right move. I've got a couple of questions here. Let me see if I can look at yes, okay, we talked about the audits. So great question, guys. Going back to the platform and what we created, one of the questions that I got is how are we going to get customers from all over the country? So the beautiful thing about the wireless systems is that it allows us to really be nationwide. So our website enables us to sell systems to customers all over the country. What we're working on that's going to make us different, and this is what I think is a competitive advantage, and it's not rocket science, it's just process. It's just being practical, and it's just process. But a lot of people sell wireless systems, and they sell these wireless systems in a DIY package, in a do-it-yourself package. There's a lot of customers out there that want to do it yourself. We don't believe that. We believe that that is actually a detriment and an obstacle to the growth of wireless systems. So what we're doing is we're selling wireless systems on a national basis, and then we arrange for the installation once they receive their package. And that's the process part that we have to figure out. And again, it's not reinventing the wheel. It's like an Uber technology. They didn't reinvent the wheel. They just created a virtual fleet using the assets that were already in place. And in many regards, that's the same thing that we're attempting to do, is just utilize what's already in place, but make it simple for the customer and automate it for the customer. And that will allow us to take this technology and distribute it on a nationwide basis. Okay, Kevin is asking a question on retail electric provider. I think I answered that. We're looking to go live in first quarter of 2017. And then I'll come back to the 150,000 customers and 2,500 customers here in a bit. Okay, so those were good questions. I'm going to move forward on where we are. The next slide here that we're looking at is the actual Zen product offering that we're going live with. And we have a very, very basic security package. The base system is designed to protect you, your family, your home. Very expandable. And this is, again, a very, very baseline system. It includes door sensors, motion sensor, and a keypad. This is pure security. This is not home automation. This is just the bare minimum. And we after talking to different people, advisors and consultants, we arrived at the conclusion that we needed to provide a very, very basic level package, and this is ours. The second package is what we're calling the Silver Home Automation Package. And by the way, these names may change. We're still having last-minute marketing discussions before we go live on 8/1. But the Silver Home Automation Package includes all of the security, but plus it includes smart light switches and automatic door locks. So it's got more sensors, and this is the beginning of automation. I'll tell you, the Silver Home Package is perfect for any type of multifamily dwelling unit, whether it be a 1, 2, or 3 bedroom apartment or a townhome. Your Silver Home Automation Package is enough technology to make a difference. And then from here we go to the Gold. Hey guys, if I can ask you to mute out. Some of you got some major background noise. If I can get everyone to mute out, I'd appreciate it. See if I can. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very courteous and professional. Thank you so much. Okay, so the Gold Home Automation Package, upgraded system that puts everything at your fingertips. Again, this includes everything that the Silver package includes. However, it also comes with a smart thermostat and a garage kit. So this is, again, the next level, the Gold Home Automation Package. Again, perfect for any multifamily dwelling unit, perfect for any 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, your basic all-American house, perfect for those settings. And it includes a smart thermostat, includes smart switches, automated door locks, and it includes the garage kit. The garage kit, essentially, imagine you're already laying in bed and you don't know if you close the garage or not. That's what the garage kit is. Make sure that you always know whether it's open or closed wherever you are. And then, of course, the Platinum kit includes everything, but it also has the indoor wireless camera, The wireless camera has night vision. It also has a Wi-Fi doorbell camera. So the Platinum package includes that. And again, the packages also include more sensors because we're assuming it's a bigger house, a bigger dwelling type. But these are the 4 packages. Now, when you're going through the website, guys, you'll be able to add on an a la carte basis anything that you want. So you might be selecting the gold home automation package, or you might be selecting the silver, but you want 2 cameras. And so you can add those 2 cameras a la carte, to your service. Now, from a business model perspective, we're not in the business of selling equipment. Even though that's part of what we do, we're in the business of building a customer base. So, so a lot of these products and options are going to be available on promotions, and it's going to be credit specific. So, if you've got a credit score of XYZ, that'll qualify you for $199 start, and you've got $800 or $1,000 worth of free equipment. And by the way, I had air quotes over that whole paragraph there. But that just gives you an idea on the marketing and how we're positioning these products. That's kind of a separate discussion. Maybe we'll put a blog or something about that out there just to give you more information. I don't want to get into those details today. But these are the 4 base packages. And again, remember, this is just day 1, guys. Look, we've got a 5-year vision here for this company of rapid hyper growth. And right now, we're just laying the foundation down. So welcome. Always, we're open to any ideas, open to any discussions, anything that you have to make us better. But just keep in mind, this is the foundation that we're hitting the ground with on 8/1. Okay, let's talk about distribution channels. One of the questions is, well, how are we going to get these customers? How are we going to do it? The first thing that we're focusing on is internet marketing, and for internet marketing, we brought in HQ Creative, which is the marketing and ad agency out of New York City, and they're helping us with that. And we are very excited about our web offering. We believe that we know that internet marketing is a huge way that these products and technologies are sold today. We hope that we're going to be better. We think we're going to be better than the competition, and that's the type of branding that we're putting together. Again, the My Zen Stories is a part of that. We're also talking to at least one Hollywood celebrity to potentially be a spokesperson for us. Again, we're in the middle of these discussions. Hopefully, we can make that happen. But again, not a request, I think that's kind of the difference between a home run and a grand slam. But our focus on internet marketing and viral videos and putting cool stuff out there, that's all part of going after the Generation X and the millennial demographic, and that is our immediate priority A, if you see the time out there. Secondly is inbound and outbound call center. And, with internet marketing, a lot of, half of the business is not just, people are going to see videos and they're going to see the website and they're going to hear stories. They're going to come in through our social media platforms. It's already happening. But a lot of people, they're not going to order online. They're going to want to call. They need someone to walk them through the technology. So immediately we set up a call center that can do inbound and outbound order consultation, answer questions, and also do provision any orders and over the phone. So those are priority A, and they're happening simultaneously. And then also, we've talked about this in the past, we're establishing a network of realtors. So there's a lot of realtors out there who are selling homes day in, day out, and a lot of them are interested in looking for a good company that they can recommend their clients to. So we want to establish a network of realtors that they can recommend brand new home buyers to our services. Most of these are going to be homes, 3 to 5 years old. They're not brand new homes. The new home builder channel is a completely different channel than this one. But this is powerful. It's not beyond the realm of possibility to have 10,000 referral partners out there on a nationwide basis, real estate brokers. Some even it's just 1 or 2 deals a quarter. That's a phenomenal marketing channel for us. We'll pay them a commission, an upfront and a residual commission, and that way they're able to build a nice little book of business that's paying them residual income. So this is something else that we're excited about. Again, it's something that we've done in the past. It's priority B for us. I would say that priority A or immediate, those are things that we're going after immediately. I would say that priority B is something that we're going to start working on in the next 90 days. And then priority C is probably 2017. Anyways, direct sales commercial, establish a direct sales effort to immediately target business owners and decision makers in our network. Look, a lot of you guys own businesses. Myself and Byron are connected to a ton of business networks, business owners, and decision makers. So that's really low-hanging fruit for us. And I know it sounds kind of unique that you're saying, okay, internet marketing and commercial at the same time. I know that it sounds, it kind of sounds like oil and water type of mixture, but again, it's low-hanging fruit for us. So from a new company perspective, we're all about getting revenue as fast as possible, and we're all about getting cash flow positive as fast as possible. So yeah, commercial is a priority A, and we're already in discussions with several chains and commercial business owners out there. So that's something that's happening immediately. And then of course, direct sales, going after the retrofit business. These would be hardwired systems. So this would be establishing door-to-door chains to go after new homeowners in established communities. A lot of these houses already have hardwire systems in them. So in this setting, a new homeowner would buy the business, and then we would go in there and take advantage of whatever infrastructure that's already in there, and we layer our technology on top of that. So the way we would work off that, obviously there's a list that every city and county or every county produces. We would work off of that list and send highly trained door-to-door salespeople into those channels. We've been talking to a few advisors and door-to-door companies that specialize in door-to-door, in residential door-to-door. So I think it's a great channel, but I'm not going to worry about this until 2017 just because it requires a few more resources that we don't have today. It's not low-hanging, but it's not low-hanging fruit. And the same thing with home builders and new construction. We're in early stage discussions right now with reputable regions. But look, if I can get one or two home builders, this year, and just work with those between now and the end of the year, I think that would be a success for us. And that's what we're shooting for. So you see their priority BC. We'd like to land one or two of those and work that business this year. But again, don't want to ramp it up until next year sometime. I think if we can get one or two of those in the next 60 days, that would be great news for us as a company. It's a great channel, and we can just grow it, methodically. And all of these channels, I like to grow them methodically. But once it's time to release the brakes, then that's a different conversation for another call. And then, of course, lastly, we have direct sales, which is network marketing. We are working on plans for a 2017 rollout. This would be via strategic partnership and or an acquisition. And right now it's a priority C. But, as many of you guys know, my reputation or my career background anyways has been to use network marketing to grow. And I'm certainly not, we certainly haven't ruled it out for Zen. We are looking at it and excited about the possibilities they can bring for us and our company. So these are the distribution channels, types, and rollouts. We've talked about, we did say that we were going to talk about these. So this is it right here. Again, we're open to any ideas, relationships, any referrals that our shareholders have. I actually absolutely love that a lot of you guys are as involved as you are. We're very, very grateful for that. But these are the distribution channels that we're working on, that we've identified, and this is the direction that we're going in as a company. I'm going to show you just a couple of the screenshots here from the website that's going live here, so you can see this is the Live with Zen website. There's actually going to be, a lot of you have already gone to Zen Home Services. Zen Home Services is going to be kind of the corporate site, and then within Zen, you'll be able to get to livewithzen.com. But this is going to be where we're targeting wireless systems and trying to move them as fast as possible. So again, I just wanted to show you a few screenshots just so you can get an idea for the look and feel. If you've not seen the videos already, please go to www.zenhomeservices.com, and you can see the first customer testimonial video. You can see the Zen, what we call the sizzle reel, if you will, or the introduction video. And again, today we will be posting our second customer testimonial video, who also again happens to be a shareholder. and we're filming. I think we're filming 2 or 3 more this week. So over the next every week here, we should be releasing some new videos, and the idea is to have about 20 of these customer testimonials from all walks of life, from all over the country, to be live and online by the end of the year. Byron, that's my presentation. Do you have anything at all that you want to close with? I'm looking here while you do that. I'm looking for any other questions. It looks like I've answered others. But Byron, you want to go ahead and say anything, sir?
No, Alex, that was pretty thorough. I don't really have anything additional to add at this point.
Okay, I'm just going through a few questions here. Doug, how about you, sir?
Nothing at this point. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for being on this call this morning.
Okay, thank you, everyone. And guys, so I've got a couple of questions here. I'm not going to read each question, but I will address them. So far we funded everything off of private friends and family raises. We are gearing up to do a complete raise that will allow us to hit all of our goals and take us all the way through to the other side, as they say. And we're engaged with different advisors to help us with that. And we believe that we found the right group. We spent a lot of time with them last week, and very, very excited about the possibilities of this group. We believe that they get us, and they're kind of the missing link in terms of what we're doing. They believe in what we're doing, and hopefully we'll have some good announcements here in the next 30 days regarding that. Capital needs, we've got enough capital to make it, all the way through the first quarter of next year. We do believe that, our goal is to be cash flow positive in the first quarter of 2017. As we get closer, I'll firm that up, and I'll give you guys some a little bit more detailed information to hang your hat on. Right now, that's just aspirational more than anything. But I want to get through the launch. I want to get through 8-1 and see how we're going there. Then we'll have we'll be able to talk about the future from a business perspective and not just marketing and hands-on. The rollout dates for the rest of the Zen Technologies website, we believe that it'll be all ready on 8-1, and then after that, it's just small tweaks that we're making, maybe new to adding. So that's that. Any thoughts on partnering with cable companies? Yeah, absolutely. We partner with, that's something that we're kind of familiar with. But anybody that is already selling, we've talked about even like pest control companies. Anybody that's targeting homeowners, I think we're a perfect fit for them. And again, the way we're doing business is a little bit different. Installing wireless systems and being able to do that is pretty new. And I really want to focus on perfect that because I think that's going to be what makes it different. But anyways, thank you for the compliment. I got a couple of compliments in here. I want to thank everyone. Guys, thank you so much. I'm excited about what we're doing. And obviously, we'd love to have you as a customer once we go live. Open as always to any ideas. There's no egos here. We don't take ourselves that serious, but we take what we're doing very, very serious. So we're open. Thank you guys so much. God bless, and have a great